Giggity, giggity, goo.
So we have no topics again, do we?
No.
Did you happen to pick anything up, Ivan?
No.
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 So we have absolutely nothing to talk about?
We have absolutely no topics. That is fantastic. We have the 2 topics suggested to us by Phil. That's how, wow. Old Nintendo system sells for $13,000.
That'll take all. Well, let's start recording.
I'm recording.
I'm recording.
Well, we'll do the 1, 2, 3 thing in a second, and then we'll just
start talking and see what happens.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Oh, man. Chad's going to have some fun with this. Okay.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1,
go.
Okay.
All right.
Close enough.
Good enough.
Welcome to the GamerCast Network Video Game Show. This is episode 181. I'm Bob. Joining me is Keith.
Hello. And
Ivan.
Hello.
So we got a lot of good stuff to cover this week. A lot of good stuff. We're going to start off with this old Nintendo system selling for $13,105 because we have a lot of stuff to talk about this week.
Jesus.
This week on the GamerCast Network. Sure, Podtacular may be a little late in this, but they have their stories too. Podtacular is taking a look at the past decade in gaming and talking about their favorite and worst moments. They may even dive into the new Halo vid doc too. On episode 86 of the Sarcastic Gamer Blues Show, the crew discusses why MAG is so frustrating, how the PSN will be like HBO in the future, and getting SD Netflix on your Wii is like dating only fat chicks. On episode 56 of Sarcastic Gamer Pink, the ladies discuss Animal Crossing, record tripping, and Fralls being a lame-o big fat liar. Discover the community that brings you all these great podcasts and more at GamerCastNetwork.com.
Why did it sell for $13,000? Was it filled with crack cocaine?
80s era Nintendo Entertainment System, together with 5 games. Less than an hour after the first bid, the price was over $6,000. When the auction closed, the price topped $13,000. Why? Not the console itself, but one of the games bundled with it, a deeply obscure 1987 release called Stadium Events. Highly sought after collector's item. But it wasn't even the game itself that was worth the bulk of the money. It was the original cardboard box, which collectors valued a breathtaking $10,000.
Holy crap.
This is off of Yahoo Games.
Fewer than 10 complete copies of the game are thought to exist. Wow. Okay, so it's not an old Nintendo system that sold for $13,000. It was a game that they only made 10 copies of.
Right.
What kind of world do we live in where a piece of cardboard is worth $10,000?
What kind of world do we live in where a virtual sword is worth $500? At least you can hold the cardboard box. At least it's something tangible you actually would own.
I suppose.
Versus buying an account on Warcraft or some nonsense.
Something that a developer can't just hit the copy and paste button and make another one of.
Right, exactly.
And you don't even technically own it. It's owned by Blizzard. If you stop paying your monthly fee, you can't even do anything with it anymore. So in putting that in perspective, I'd rather own the box.
Valid.
At least I own the box and I'm not just playing it. I still don't understand why people pay for non-real items.
Well, that was GamerCast Network Video Game Show, episode 181.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
Really? I mean, really, what the f*** are we supposed to be doing here?
Well, we have our old contest for the Battleforge stuff. Does anyone remember? I know it was prime numbers, but does anyone remember?
Unique prime numbers, and whoever had a unique prime number we were drawing.
Do we have access to any of that data, or is that all Chad's world, too?
No, it's on the show notes, and we have 16 entries, and they're all unique.
Are they all prime? Is there a way we can check?
Okay, you know what? We can do the D20, and we can just make a roll of, a 16? There's 16 people?
Yeah, well, I don't know if they're all prime. I mean...
There's got to be a way to check. How about this? Just roll your D20. Let's see who shows up, and then we'll check if it's prime.
There you go. Hopefully it's number 6. He picked number 7.
The easy one.
12.
12. His favorite prime number is 5881. Do the maths if you want. I will do the maths, thank you, by typing in Google prime numbers and seeing what comes up.
Oh, yeah. Suck it, prime numbers.
Oh wait, here's the first 1,000 primes. Let's see if it goes that high. Oh yeah, it goes that high. So what did he give?
5881.
5881 is not on this page. Wait. Nope, there it is. I was reading the chart wrong. Yep, okay. So, congratulations to John, whose prime number is 5881. So there.
Congratulations.
He says, oh, and Bale is pronounced Bale, like Braille without the R. So, thank you.
It's not Yiddish?
I guess not. I don't know. We'll choose to believe John because he won.
Okay. We believe winners. Because if you're not a winner, you're a loser.
Right.
So, thank you, John. You're our winner, and the other 15 of you are losers whom we don't care about because you're losers.
Yes. And we will not repeat anything that your emails say.
So now we have a new contest, thanks to Kim Vidard on our forums, who has... Chad says he has codes for Diablo 2, but not how many. But then he says for Diablo 2 and Lord of Destruction. So I'm hoping by codes he means one code each.
I think so, yeah.
So we have a new contest that we have to do.
Oh, Christ. How are we going to top unique prime numbers, dude? That's I gave everything I had for that one.
And Phil is here. You have to call Phil.
How do you add people? Invite to conference, maybe?
Yes, I believe that is the fact.
Oh, there we go. Ringity ring ring. Ringity ring ring. Ringity f***ing ring. Phil, pick up the phone. Still ringing, Phil. Ringity ring ring ring. Ringity, we started already. And...
There
Phil.
he is.
Hello.
Hello.
And joining us is Phil. On the best show ever. Episode 181. Mark it, kids. Mark it. It will go down in history as our greatest and finest achievement in video game showery.
It'll be the best 181st episode we ever do.
That is completely correct. Dead air.
We're waiting on Phil.
I can't hear you guys. You're not missing much, Phil, so it's really not that big of a deal. Really, what the hell are we going to be doing for the next 40 minutes?
Okay, I'm recording.
Hooray.
We got to come up with a contest for Diablo 2 and then also a Lord of the Ring or Lord of the Destruction expansion.
We'll do both. Because no one's going to have Diablo 2 and not have Lord of Destruction, so we'll give them both to one person.
And then we'll give the one guy who doesn't have Diablo 2, here's your Lord of Destruction. Good luck with that.
Yeah, exactly. So one person will win both codes. And you have to have a valid Battle.net account. So don't enter if you don't have a Battle.net account, because I don't want to have to deal with that.
Aren't they free?
Yes, they are free. But I don't want to hear somebody say, I don't use Battle.net because it's forged by Lucifer himself, by the man, and I don't use Battle.net. So if you aren't willing to create a free Battle.net account, or if you do not already have a free Battle.net account, do not enter this contest.
Okay, so what's the contest then?
Exactly. You came up with the last one.
Okay, I can totally do this.
16 entries is pretty good, though.
That is. See, we just gotta give them something easy.
Yeah, and something that it's just a send an email to kind of thing. So no create your favorite picture that has stuff in it kind of stuff. While you're thinking, you can send your entry into mailbag at videogameshow.org for the following contest.
For the following awesome contest that I'm totally gonna think of any second now.
How about your favorite Pantone color number?
Now, how about your favorite? Favorite irrational expression. Two integers. One integer divided by the other.
That's a little advanced.
What?
That's not even worse than, like, 1 divided by 3 is 0.3333 repeating. So any two integers that you divide by each other and it infinitely repeats.
So 2 over 4 is not valid.
Right, because that's 2.
I'll say yeah, but okay.
Hey, you know what? You want the Diablo, you got to do some thinking. So send your entries, and then whichever unique entries we get, we're gonna check and roll it just like we did this week. So yeah, so we're gonna have some maths again. So what's your favorite irrational fraction? It shouldn't be difficult.
I didn't realize they were called irrational fractions.
So it results in an irrational number, which is one that constantly repeats.
So pi is an irrational number.
Right, but I want a fraction, one number over another.
So could I take one, like 1 over pi.
No. I asked for 2 integers, so we don't have to deal with shit like that. So you can't like just include an irrational number in your thing like pi or e or something.
E is a number?
Yeah, that's the what the hell's it called?
Like Roman numeral number or real?
Nope. No. It has to do with
Is that the E in E equals MC squared?
no.
No, that's energy.
Constant e. Oh yeah. Okay. Constant e is the base of the natural logarithm. It's sometimes known as Napier's constant, although the symbol e honors Euler. It is a unique number with the property that the area of the region bounded by the hyperbola y equals 1 over x, the x-axis, and the vertical line x equals 1, x equals e is 1. In other words, the integral from 1 to e of 1 over x equals the logarithm of e equals 1. With the exception of pi, e is the most important constant in mathematics since it appears in a myriad of mathematical contests involving limits and derivatives.
Indeed.
I didn't know that, but okay.
There, I've made the show even more boring than normal. I hope you're all happy. But next week, somebody else can think of the contest.
I'm desperately trying to think of something to talk about.
Well, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 emails or mail as well, so we can. I mean,
Let's dive right into mailbag because it's that kind of a week. You know, the week Dante's Inferno and BioShock 2 come out, and
We have nothing to talk about because we're all poor and lazy.
the video game show has nothing to talk about because I can't afford to go buy games right now. Woo-hoo.
I had one story that we could talk about.
all right, Phil's got a story. We'll see where Phil's story goes, and then we'll go into mailbag.
I have a feeling it won't end well for Phil.
Phil, as long as it's not the Nintendo thing, because we already did that.
When did you guys do that?
Dude, we started recording at 6:30 like we were supposed to.
Son of a that f***ing cow that had its revenge on me.
What?
What?
Okay, then. So mailbag.
Yeah, I ate a cow for dinner, and
Oh, I don't want to hear about this. I don't want to.
Oh,
hear.
Montezuma's revenge kind of a thing going on.
Okay, so Mark says, "Hello, guys. I know you've probably covered this one before, but I instantly thought of you guys when I read this article, which now I have to click on.
Chad says he's right anyway. We covered it.
where's Chad to sort this out?
Sorry, I'm dead. 30 most memorable video game quotes." Okay, great. Video game quotes. And it's one of those annoying articles where they want to get as much advertising as possible, so there's 3 pages instead of just putting all 30 on 1 page. So I refuse to read this. So, Mark,
Yep. Sorry.
you suck.
Have something more specific. Thank you.
Yeah, if you're not going to copy and paste the data into the email, we're not going to support blogs.ocweekly.com's advertising.
Oh, I would have supported if it was blogs.oc monthly.
Oh,
Well,
no,
there you
there's
go.
the
But it's weekly. It's a weekly publication.
No.
So,
No.
Ruler of Eden says, if you had the opportunity to make one video game out of a movie, guaranteed that it will be a 9 out of 10 or above quality game, what movie would you choose? This can be a movie that has already been made into a poor video game.
Well, Ruler of Eden, we don't do roll call anymore. So let's go on to the next one. From Ted. Hey guys, wow, that's original. Anyway, have you heard of Dungeon Hunter for the iPhone and iPod Touch? I'm going to stop there because only one of us has one of those.
And yes, I have.
He says it looks really great and he's seen a couple reviews. What do you think? Do you like it? Have you played it?
I've heard of it. That's the extent of my knowledge, is me hearing of it.
Okay, well, let's go on to the next one. Wow, Rant from Chris. Please tell me you've seen this and that this is not Phil. Go to this URL and you'll see. The video says it all.
Great, it's a video. I'm not willing to sit through a probably 3 to 8 minute video just to find out.
I sat there and I watched it already. I watched it, and it's basically Ivan and other WoW raiders would understand how difficult the putricide fight is. So basically the kid complains about that and how there's the negative 20% debuff that you get just by walking into ICC, and then he goes into some tangent.
All right, we'll do this real quick. So here's the thing. If Blizzard made all of the encounters easy, then everyone would complain how easy they are.
So this kid's complaining, saying that the raid is too hard, in a nutshell.
Yes,
Yes.
Well, don't raid then.
that is definitely one option.
Yeah, he's pretty much complaining that they can't basically just walk up to the Lich King and fight the Lich King.
Right. So here's the thing real quick, and Phil knows this because he's in the same rating guild I am. 90 8% of these new raid fights, well, actually not even new raid fights since the beginning of Blizzard creating raids, is all about execution. You have to have your people doing what they're supposed to be doing when they're supposed to be doing it, and not doing what they're not supposed to be doing when they're supposed to be doing it.
Not doing what I normally do when I play any of these games, so continue.
Exactly. Don't stand in the fire. Don't stand in the hailstorms. Don't stand in the goo.
Don't laugh at things and do things just because they're funny, because that's not really going to end well for everyone.
Don't go balls out against the boss and get aggro so that he starts attacking you instead of your tank. Those are the kinds of things that you shouldn't be doing while you're raiding boss encounters. And other than that, most of these fights, each one of the thing that makes it difficult is each one of these things is a different execution encounter. So one time you have to not stand in the thing. The next time, when a big ball of orange goo appears above your head, killing everyone who stands around you, you move away so that it doesn't kill everyone else around you. So every one of them is different. You just have to learn how to manage that kind of stuff, and all 10 or 25 of the people in your raid have to be aware of that. And then the second part is, your people who do damage have to do decent damage, and your healers have to heal. But, that's pretty much it.
That's why everyone's such an elitist when it comes to raiding, in a nutshell. Oh, you're not the right class. Oh, your sword isn't good enough. Oh, your shoe is too large.
Yeah, I mean, probably 60% is execution, 30% is the people in your raid actually performing to a level that they should be for doing that raid, and 10% or so is group makeup. So you probably don't want 25 paladins all in the same raid. You need a mix and match of things. And if you have an encounter where you need people to cleanse poison off of you, then you should have people who can do that. But that's like 10% of...
See, that to me makes raiding sound even dumber than it already sounded. Because where is the fun actually involved? No, you're not allowed to do that. You have to press the heal button every 14 seconds. And you have to only attack up to aggro of 13%. And you have to do things.
But that's how these games are. That's how a World of Warcraft is. You pick a class, and if you pick a healer class, you have to heal.
Yes, but I'm saying if you don't, from what you're explaining, if you don't do everything exactly right, like if,
Some of it you can carry.
Board, moving on.
Yeah,
Roll call. I know you still don't do this, but I can dream. You're done talking, Phil, stop. I know you still don't do this still, but I can dream. You could do one and only one thing to change gaming today. What state does Emilio the Looping Llama reside in, and where is he now? Watching vigilantly over us to protect us from harm? Maybe he is working undercover to thwart the evil game maker's plans from within. Just wandering. And I understand if you can't say to protect his identity. Sure, we'll go with that. Next, ramblings from Kevin.
Hold on, real quick. Emilio is like Santa or Jesus. He is nowhere and everywhere all at the same time.
That's deep, man.
Exactly.
Wow.
So anywhere that a small child is trying to purchase a mature-rated game and is not of age, Emilio will be there. He does not reside in any one state.
Wow, that makes me makes me feel pretty warm and fuzzy inside, I have to say.
Gets me a little choked up.
It does.
Oh, wait, I have the belt too tight.
There you go.
Why is it around your neck?
Yeah, I'm jerking off.
Oh, God. Did you used to sing for the 80s band NXS?
I couldn't remember the guys. Oh, it's
David Carradine.
Yeah, David Carradine or the guy from NXS?
Yeah, that guy.
Michael Hutchins.
Yeah.
Meant to know, kids, don't hang yourself if you're jerking off. It's not worth it.
It's really not worth it. Or, have a safety word and a buddy. Watermelon! Or, more accurately,
You can tag out. Just have a little bell and you just start dinging it.
right. Yes. The holy shit, I'm choking while whacking off bell. I know that's a lot to inscribe on the side of your special bell.
And don't share it because then you might be reluctant to hit it. It'll be your help me, I'm whacking off while choking myself bell.
So here's a question for you. Have you ever been in a restaurant and you open up the menu and it's sticky?
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's repulsive.
Why is the menu sticky?
Because probably a child had it.
But in theory, you're looking at the menu before you order your food.
It's a child. They have things like that stored in places.
They just come in with sticky. You should know this. You're a father. Come on.
Well, my kids' hands aren't sticky.
You sure?
When they are sticky, they become cleansed before he touches things.
See, he constantly travels with a priest that constantly cleanses his child when it's needed.
Indeed.
You let your child near a priest? I'm disappointed.
If not a paladin.
Just now stop and think of just regular, average parent. You know, think of the people that shop at Walmart and think of their children.
Those are the people who put leashes on their children.
Yes, it's much easier to just cut them off at the knees.
So Kevin says, I would like to throw in my 2 cents on the story and games comment. Unfortunately, I am broke, so all you get is an observation. Exactly. I've noticed that if a game has both good gameplay and storytelling, Borderlands was funny, so it is my example, the story gets overlooked because of the, quote, let me play more, quote, attitude. Also, companies want gameplay driven
It's fun when they misspell.
games because story has no replay value, and replay value is what decides between buying and renting for some people. Finally, I read that. I didn't comprehend any of it because I didn't understand what that was actually about. So, finally, a question. What is the most annoyingly stupid thing you have seen an allied NPC do? This was brought on by the Mass Effect 2 moment in the last show where the character sat in the deadly sun while saying to get out of the sun, which reminded me of Dragon Age characters charging into my own Blizzard spell after repeated orders to stay out. Love the show. Bring back roll call, please. It is always funny. P.S. I am typing this on an iPod, so the spelling and grammar probably sucks. Indeed, it does.
It does.
It does.
It's very poor.
So basically, when a most memorable, horrible AI experience.
That sounds a lot like a roll call.
We couldn't get a roll call for shit when we were doing roll calls. Now, when we're not doing roll calls, everyone and their cousin wants to send in a roll call question.
It doesn't matter. All we're going to do is... See, the problem is we only play like 5 games.
Right.
And so when we do the roll call, we keep saying the same 5 games answers for every single one. Like right now, the only thing I can think of for NBCs doing something stupid is Rainbow Six Vegas, where regardless of what you tell them to do, they will be 2 steps behind you. And so if somebody starts shooting a sniper rifle at your head and you try to backpedal, too bad, because Michael and Young are sitting there.
Ding Chavez.
Yeah. Or sitting there making sure you can't retreat ever. And then you die, and then, not noticing that if they die, all they need to do is get stabbed in the butt with some adrenaline, and they're fine. But if you die, the whole mission fails.
Right. And the other fun thing is in story mode, you're traveling with 2 other people, so there's 3 of you. If one of them gets shot right next to the other NPC, you have to tell him, hey, shoot him with an adrenaline shot. Yeah, we're behind cover. We're safe where we are right now. But I have to tell you, the guy next to you is going to die if you don't shoot him with a adrenaline shot. Which is funny, because if you don't give the order, he will die. So it's like, well, I'm watching him, boss. Just, tell me when. Tell me when to use a shot. Tell me. He's dying. He's slipping away. The shot now? No. Okay. I see you're shooting some guys. Okay. How about now? No. Okay.
Oh, he bled out.
And there he's dead.
The dumbest AI I've encountered while playing a game was Lemmings, this game called Lemmings. And all of my guys would just walk off the cliff no matter how much I tried to tell them not to.
I think that was part of the plot of the game. Worst thing I've encountered was recently in the last 2 days while in World of Warcraft in a boss fight in a 5-man instance. I got feared outside or through a closed door in TOC, and I basically walked outside of the building and fell through the world to my death.
Dude, that's strategy, man. That boss knew what was up, and he used it to his advantage.
That's strategery right there.
That's like when Left 4 Dead 2, when you're on the last board and you're running across the bridge, and the jockey gets you.
Yeah.
And he's just like, takes 3 steps to the left and runs your ass off the bridge. He's like, I'm a zombie, I'm already dead, but now you are too.
Left 4 Dead AI is pretty bad, too, with just the players.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't have 4 players, or you're not on at least normal, yeah. But anyway, do we have any more mail in the bag?
That's it, man. We are out. We are tapped out.
That's it.
If you're interested in sending us mail at the Mailbag, you can do so at mailbag@videogameshow.org. You can send a Skype message at videogameshow, one word, or you can call our long-distance phone at 320-300-GAME. All long-distance fees may apply.
What zip code is that phone for, even? Like, where is it not a long-distance call?
That's a good question.
Because I really don't know. We've had that number for years.
Area code listing by number. What is it? 330?
No, 320?
320 is Minnesota. St. Cloud, rural Minnesota, except St. Paul, Minneapolis.
Wow. I'm impressed. That was very quick because I went to Google and typed in, area codes, and you found it much faster than I did. St. Cloud, Minnesota.
I couldn't even spell Google right by the time you got that correct.
Well, you fail.
Yep.
So if you live in rural Minnesota, that will not have a long distance call. That'll be local.
Has anyone played anything other than Vegas or Warcraft or
Mass Effect 2? No. And I do want to go get Dante's Inferno, but why would I go buy a brand new game when I'm still playing Mass Effect?
There you go.
Feel free to send us a review copy, and we'll probably make fun of your game.
We will make fun of your game. But that doesn't mean we won't enjoy it while we're playing it.
So that's why we don't have new games to talk about, because we're too cheap to buy them, and none of us care.
Right. And because I continually buy new games, play them for a couple weeks, and then get bored with them, and then wind up going back to playing Warcraft, who I have successfully leveled a mage up to level 77.
Well done.
Just for the hell of it, you just made a second character?
I made a 7th character.
Wow.
Hardcore.
I've got a level 80 is my main. I've got a level 80 who was my original main, my druid who likes to teabag mining ores. I've got like a level 61 hunter and now my level 77 mage, and then a bunch of anywhere from 20 to 30-ish guys. But Keith, well, you all of us know it's pretty easy to get up to, level 15 or 20 within just, a matter of a couple hours. So
Yeah. 15 or 20. I'm more impressed that you just have that many guys that high. I don't even think I have a level 80 guy.
I don't have any.
Well, technically you do. They're just not active.
That's assuming I remember what my account name is.
I should actually have Blitzkrieg up to level 80 this week.
That was your original guy, right?
Yes, my original.
my original guy is now a bank alt. I have decked out my undead warlock Sarcomas in pimp gear. He's got a leopard skin hat and a diamond-tipped cane and a red velvet shirt.
So this is what you do when you don't got anything else to do, huh?
No, this is the guy who stores all my stuff. So he runs between the mailbox and the bank in Undercity, and that's his job. That's all he ever does.
Oh, and he just looks pimp.
Yeah, he just looks pimp.
And that was Video Game Show episode 181. Join us next week for some more quality material. That will probably be 3 emails and some irrational fractions, because that's funny.
I can share with the world, just because it did amuse the holy hell out of me. Because, today's not Thanksgiving, today's Valentine's Day. I wish it was Thanksgiving. I could go for a turkey.
Whatever, they all both have turkeys involved.
Okay.
I don't know what the hell that meant.
That actually threw me briefly. So, anywho, I sent Sue the flowers, of course, but I didn't want to be, romantic with it, so I put, you make me not want to go on a murderous rampage, slaughtering all I met like cattle while taking their skulls and wearing them like hats. You make me not want to punch babies, and I didn't knock over that old woman for you. I love you, gorgeous. You make me try to be a better man, and the babies thank you. They really do. Love, Keith.
Nice.
She loved it. She thought it was great. So, it was a success. And that added an extra minute to the show. All right.
Now, if somebody from Hallmark or American Greetings wants to hire Keith to write their cards,
There's a niche market there.
Oh, yeah.
I think there is.
There would be people that would like that. I mean, one of the favorite cards, the best cards I've ever seen was the one Bob picked up for Chris's wedding, I think, which just was a fucking blank card with a thumbs up on it. And that's all it was. It didn't even have any words. It was just a card with a thumbs up on it.
I did that? That's funny. I forgot about that.
Because it didn't even have, like, congratulations or anything. You just put in the inside of it, Bob. And that's all it was just, the front of the card has, like, just from the wrist up.
Wow, I'm funny because that's really appropriate for how I felt.
And that was your card. It was just a thumbs up, and it was brilliant. I wish I saw that card first.
But what if he opened it up the wrong way and it was thumbs down?
You'd be opening it like a manga then?
But, so...
That's funny.
Happy Valentine's Day to all you sexy women out there. And all you sexy men. And I guess if you're somewhere in between and celebrate Valentine's Day, you're sexy too.
If you celebrate a made-up holiday by a greeting card company.
No, you know what? Valentine's Day I do say is legitimate because it's been around like a well-used whore. It's been around. Now, Sweetest Day or whatever that nonsense is, that's not a real holiday. But Valentine's Day is. I mean, there was that massacre in Chicago with it.
So, Mary decided that it was okay for us to celebrate Valentine's Day, and she agreed to celebrate the March holiday, which is Steak and a Day.
What day on March is that? Because I need to let Sue know.
That is the best holiday ever, I think.
Do you? Let's see. I forget. What is it? March what, Mary?
Well, if you don't remember, I ain't telling you.
It's apparently every day in March if she don't remember.
There's actually a website called steakandabj.com.
I would honor this holiday.
We're going to lose our PG rating pretty quickly in this part of the show.
Yep. Good luck, Chad. But March 14th is officially Steak and a Day.
You know the drill. Every 14th of February, you get a chance to display your fondness for your significant other by showering her with gifts, flowers, dinners, shows, and any other baubles that women find romantic. Every Valentine's Day, you rack your brains for that one special, unique gift that will show your wife or girlfriend that you really do care for them more than any other. Now, ladies, I'll let you in on a little secret. Guys really don't enjoy this that much. Sure, seeing that smile on your face when we get it right is priceless, but that smile is a result of a week's blood, sweat, and consideration. Another secret, guys feel left out. That's right, there's no special holiday for ladies to show their appreciation. Men as a whole are either too proud or too embarrassed to admit it, which is why a new holiday has been created. March 14th is now official Steak and a Day. Simple, effective, and self-explanatory. This holiday has been created so you ladies finally have a day to show your man how much you care for him. No cards, no flowers, no special nights on the town. The name of the holiday explains it all. Just steak and a BJ. That's it. Finally, this twin pair of Valentine's Day and Steak and Day will usher in a new age of love as men everywhere try that much harder in February to ensure a memorable March 14th.
Amen.
I mean, that's just brilliant. I mean, that is excellent in every manner. I fail to see what the problem with that is.
So there you go.
Okay. I think is that enough time? I think that's got to be enough time. Cause
you know what? It's enough time, but of the time, how much did we actually... Because I was recording a good 10 minutes before we even started the show. And
when we said go, since we said go, it's been 40 minutes and 22 seconds.
So he can only take 10 minutes out of that crap.
Which is going to be 10 minutes of bleeping the word.
Yes, 10 minutes of us saying...
Indeed. So that was Video Game Show episode...
Here's a flower. Baby skulls for a hat, not punching them.
For Valentine's Day, February 14th, 2010.
Don't say the date, dude. That's our new thing, too.
Yeah, we're not saying the date. And don't forget, women, no one likes teeth.
No one.
All right, so we're going to do what Chad suggested. Hopefully you can hear me well enough.
Yeah.
Bob will count down to 3 again, and we'll all say stop.
Okay.
And then that will be the end.
Hey, here it goes. 3, 2, 1.
Stop!